Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jets going up against the Bills.
And Larry, to no one's surprise, guess what? It's a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a live look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Gets past one man. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. At 6'2", leading them out, the man from Pittsburgh, the former Panther, Nathan Peterman.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
It's hard not to describe Sammy Watkins as explosive, but when you really break down his game, it's actually footwork. Think about basketball players. When they get the ball in triple threat position, and that first jab step, that establishes everything they're going to do thereafter. That's the way Sammy Watkins is. First step off the line of scrimmage, gets him right into his route.
Now it's Peterman. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third level.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go now. Ooh, landed.
They go play action here on first down. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second down, Peterman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
It's almost as if Darren Lee said, welcome to the new NFL. When he was drafted in 2016, he was a high school cornerback, moved to outside linebacker in college, and now plays inside linebacker in the NFL. Speed, speed, speed is his stock in trade.
Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
He'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
This is the running back, Powell. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. And we're back to upstate New York after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well, because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Spins by, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes Nathan Peterman out for his next drive, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me, that's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And the Jets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jerry Hughes able to drop him for a loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes Nathan Peterman out for his next drive. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe you've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Peterman to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now. Green.
Out of the gun, Peterman. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, Peterman over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box.
Yes.
We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. To throw again is Peterman. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Peterman looking to throw again. They're able to locate Wilson. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Throwing once more, Peterman. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And his kick is good. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. He'll drop to throw. Called in by Anderson, left side. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They'll look to throw here. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills 10. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go again with Powell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
look to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's second down. So pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Let's go! Green 39!
Here's Powell. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here comes Nathan Peterman out for his next drive. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. second down. It's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Here's Peterman to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This give is to McCoy. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Peterman. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they've gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looking to throw.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
The Bills getting set to go. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing just outside his own goal line. Well, partner, there's something special about a game.